What's going on, Nasty Nation? It's Nasty, and welcome to my first ever episode of my Support School series. This is a series that is going to include quick tips and tricks for a specific support champion each video. In today's video, I'll be covering how to properly combo as Alistar, as well as showing you guys a mechanic that allows you to actually have 2 knockups. Before we get started though, I would just like to briefly mention my upcoming series, Top 5 Support Plays of the Week. Support players really don't get the recognition they deserve, so I figured this would be the best way to showcase just how much support players are actually capable of. If you or anyone you know would be interested in submitting some highlights, then be sure to join the Nasty Nation Discord and post your clips in the Support Plays channel. A link to the Discord will be in the description. I'll be looking forward to seeing what plays you all have in store for me, but for now, let's get into the video. Alright, so the standard Alistar combo that I'm assuming most all of you know already is the WQ combo. I'd also assume that most all of you can pull this off quite easily, but if you're new to Alistar or still struggling with this combo, then my one piece of advice to you would be to wait before the W animation before casting Q. I've seen quite a few Alistars mess up this combo because they press Q too early, so in order to compensate for that, just again, wait for the W animation rather than pressing Q right after casting W. The next combo that I'll cover is a bit situational, and it is entirely based on nearby terrain. This is another WQ combo, but instead of casting the abilities one after the other, you add a short delay in between. Typically, delaying the cast would cause you to simply knock your opponent away, but with the use of terrain, you can keep them in place. Spacing out your abilities like such will result in a longer CC chain and thus give you more time to kill your enemy. I would recommend shying away from using this combo so much in the jungle though, because you can potentially knock your opponent through the terrain rather into it. Instead, use it mainly on the outskirts of the map where the terrain is impossible to penetrate. The last combo that I'll go into is one that I'm guessing most of you clicked on this video for. For starters, you should all be aware that like many other champions in the game, Alistar has an ability that you can first cast and then use flash to change the direction in which you're using that ability. So when you put his Q and flash together, it looks something like what you're seeing on the screen right now. Now if you put that together with his W, you can actually use the knockup from the Q twice. It's pretty busted in my opinion, and I have no idea why this mechanic exists, but if it's in the game, you might as well abuse it. This is by far the trickiest of all the combos to pull off, but I do have a few pointers for it. My first piece of advice would to, this time around, wait for the Q animation before you use flash. If you use flash too early, then the second knockup will still occur, but the target you originally used the W on will not. So wait until you see the animation from the Q begin before casting flash. The second and final piece of advice that I'll offer regarding this combo is to not force it too much. This is a very effective combo, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should always use it. There's no need to waste flash just to reach another tank, so save this combo specifically for when you need the extra distance to knock up enemy carries in the backline. Alright, well that should just about wrap things up. I hope you guys were able to find this helpful, and if you were, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to help it grow. Also be sure to check out my merch, Twitter, and Patreon on your way out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.